So now while Richard gets settled and we wait for the last couple of commercials before we go live on the air, welcome to Orlando.
Hola.
Hola. Didn't I tell y'all he's so pretty?
How are you guys? You guys all lost a bet?
No. Good. No. I feel weird standing here in the aisle. Like, I want to sit down.
Yeah, you can sit it.
It's our little den here. Now, who checked out the website before you came in here today? Richard Marx site. You realized how busy this guy is right now, right? So we're super lucky. Thank you. Now I get to sit in a chair.
The bad news is I had to get up at 4:30 this morning. The good news is I'm so punch drunk that anything could happen.
I've heard some of your interviews. I know.
Yeah.
Well, we should ask Richard. Richard, do you mind if our guest records some of your songs with their phones?
I don't care at all. This whole thing about no pictures, I don't understand that whole thing. It's like I got into show business because I want people's attention.
Yeah.
I put product in my hair. I want you to take my picture.
Oh, yeah. We're going to bring that up in a minute. All right, we are 30 seconds till air. No pressure. I know, you're so laid back.
We are young.
Uncanny. All right, here we go. 10 seconds.
I'm not just a lawyer, I'm your lawyer.
Good lead in.
Magic 107.7 WMDF HD1 Eldora, Orlando, an iHeart radio station.
Hey, it's Jana broadcasting live from the R.P. Fundy Theater this morning with the amazing Richard Marx. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
As we like to do when we have our friends coming into our den here, the R.P. Funding Theater, we do a little research on you.
Uh-oh.
You've sold a few CDs.
Couple.
Tens of millions. Do you ever really sit back and just kind of look at your wiki page and go, I'm good?
Oh, yeah, I do that all the time. It's a daily. It's like usually at 11:40 a.m. every day. That's what's on my calendar. Look at my wiki page and go, yes. Actually, once in a great while, I will be directed to my wiki page for some reason, and I'll go, who put that picture there? It's never, my team of people. It's always some random candid picture from 10 years ago.
Speaking of which, we've got a couple in the audience.
Oh,
not
great.
10 years ago.
Can't
a little
wait.
bit longer than that. You and I were talking briefly before we came out about, you really don't have to be as busy as you choose to be. You're still putting out music. You're working with other artists. You're constantly on the go. Your tour schedule coming up this fall, I hear, is pretty full. Why?
Because it's like the most fun thing ever. It's never, there came a point, pretty early on for me. I was still pretty young when I sort of, when I was really young, I had a list of things I wanted to check off.
Mm-hmm.
I had that wish list of sell 1 million records, have a #1 album, sell out Radio City Music, all those things.
Get a hot wife.
Get a hot wife. Well, that was checked off first.
Pretty early.
I married up really early. And so the good news is that I checked those things off in a very short period of time. And then it was sort of like, oh, okay, well, the pressure's off to sort of accomplish those things. So then from that point on, I've just been I have the greatest job.
Yeah.
Still, to this day, I still, no, I don't need to do it, but it's like, what else would I want to do? Make up songs. I'm still so mystified by the process of writing a song and finishing a song and going, oh my God, I just wrote a song. Okay, it's my 1100th song, but still, it's like it's mind blowing when you go, wow, a few minutes ago there was nothing and now there's something.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of writing songs and playing songs, will you play us one now?
Nah.
Please.
Okay, I'll do one from my first album back in 1912. came and left without a warning. All at once I looked and you were gone. Now you're looking back at me, searching for a way that we can be like we were before. And now I'm back to what I knew before you. Somehow the city doesn't look the same. I'd give my life for one more night, having you here to hold me tight. Oh please, take me there again. Whoa. And I remember how you loved me. Time was all we had until the day we said goodbye. And I remember every moment of those endless summer nights. When I still recall the walks along the beaches, and the way your hair would glisten in the sun, rising in the afternoon, making love to you under the moon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You remember all the nights we spent in silence. Every single breath you took was mine. We can have it all again. Say that you'll be with me when the sun brings your heart to mine. Yeah. And I remember how you loved me. Time was all we had until the day we said goodbye. And I remember every moment, those endless summer nights. There's only so much I can say, so please don't run away from what we have together. It's only you and me tonight, so let's stay lost in flight. Won't you please surrender? Yeah, and I remember how you loved me. Time was all we had until the day we said goodbye. And I remember every moment of those endless summer nights. Yeah, those endless summer nights. Yeah, yeah.
Richard Marx in the RP Funding Theater here live on Magic 107.7. It's Jana hanging out with just a few of our friends. I can't remember algebra. I've certainly forgotten most of the Spanish I learned. Your words
Really?
to most of your songs still all in my head.
That's cool.
I'm probably not alone. Who remembered every word of that song? Exactly. You live in us.
It's always good when I remember them too. Sometimes they leave me.
Well, I know you have been putting out new music too.
I have. In fact, I was going to play this song that I sort of had somewhat of a hit with this song last year for the first time in a long time. I mean, top 20. Shoot, I'll say top 20 at this point. Do you want to hear it now? Or are we still talking?
Well, we can talk while you continue to tune.
I'm just
The
tuning
cool thing
out.
about what Richard does these days is if you're looking for his music, you can simply go to richardmarx.com and get it there. You don't have to... Is that because you like having control of where your music goes, or...
Well, I mean, that's part of it. I mean, there's no record company that's calling me up night and day going, please sign a deal with us. But I stopped needing a record company to get the music out there a long time ago. Most people don't need a record company. They don't do much for people.
Well, the business has certainly changed a lot.
Yeah, and the freedom now to just put out music whenever it happens or whenever I feel like doing something. whether it's just putting out. I've been thinking about doing because I find that people don't. The most valuable commodity, obviously, now is time.
Yeah.
And I know even as a huge music freak myself, I mean, I buy music constantly, but I don't always listen to it too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea of sitting and experiencing a whole album, sometimes you're like, I don't have 75 minutes to do that. So I'm thinking about like doing a thing where I put out 2 new songs every month, you know, for a year or something like that, just so that people can go, oh, okay, something new. And
Yeah.
but it's not too much of a
I can easily
time
give you 4
commitment.
minutes at a time.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got 4 minutes all day long for you.
Okay.
Every day.
There's a whole double entendre thing going on there, but I like to
Oh,
think,
now there is.
I'd like to think it's more than 4 minutes.
Come on, you've been married a while. You know. It's Richard Marx live here in our RP Funding Theater here on Magic 107.7. Can we please hear this single?
Yes. You know, it was cool because the first time I heard the song on the radio, the guy came on at the end and he said, that's brand new from Richard Marx, and next up, Lady Gaga. Which blew my mind because usually
Yeah.
that was Richard Marx, and next up is the Carpenters, or, you know. Not that day. It was like Nickelback, me, Lady Gaga was awesome.
It's good company.
I'm back at the corner where we said goodbye. I turn and I see you, but don't trust my eyes. You look at me, and I can't breathe. Had every word perfect for when this day would come, but standing here now I can't find even one. All I want to say is written on my face. I close my eyes every time I wake up. 'Cause every little thing makes me think of when you love me, when you love me. I don't really want to talk about the weather. The truth is that I was better when you loved me, when you loved me. Sure that there's somewhere that you've gotta go. Give me one more minute, one more memory to hold. And wherever you're going to, take this with you. Yeah. Close my eyes every time I wake up. 'Cause every little thing makes me think of when you love me, when you love me. I don't really want to talk about the weather. The truth is that I was better when you love me, when you love me. I try to push you away. You're gonna take me back tomorrow. This lie that I come goodbye won't let go. Won't let me go. I close my eyes every time I wake up. 'Cause every little thing makes me think of when you love me, when you love me. And I don't really want to talk about the weather. The truth is I'll never be better than when you love me, when you love me. I'm back at the corner where we said goodbye.
Richard Marx live in the RP Funding Theater here on Magic 107.7. I was just watching that video on your website at the same time. That was kind of surreal.
The video for When You Love Me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Technology's kind of scary, isn't it, sometimes?
It's weird, like that guy is that
Right
guy.
there. Now, you started off as a songwriter working with like Lionel Richie and Kenny Rogers and just guys like that. But now
No-
you find
no
yourself...
names.
Little guys. They did all right. But now you find yourself working with, again, some guys that do all right. Keith Urban,
Yeah.
being one of them. You a country artist now, huh?
No, but I go to Nashville a lot, and I've the last 10 years or so I've had some success writing, especially with country artists like Vince Gill and I have written together, and I love writing with him. He's one of my favorite singers. I've had the most success though with Keith Urban. We've had 3 hits together, 2 number ones. We just had a number one about 6 months ago.
Yeah, I saw some of those crazy stats that you've now had number one records in the past 4 decades.
Makes me very old.
Yeah, but you look good.
Thank you.
I would tell you that. How is that different, kind of letting your babies go to someone else?
Well, my theory is if I write a song and I really want it to be a hit, I give it to somebody else. It's a pretty no-brainer at this point.
You're funny.
No, it's really cool that I can still, Keith Urban's a great example. I mean, this last song we wrote together was this, that went to number one, is a song called Long Hot Summer. It's gonna be a long hot summer, we should be together with your feet up on the dashboard now. I would have totally put that out as a single 15 years ago if I'd written it then.
Did y'all know that was his song?
Yes.
Yeah?
You did?
See, because they do their homework.
They went to Wiki. But it's just such a great, privilege and gift to still be able to get my music out there. It's just not me singing it necessarily every time.
And it's not just music either. PBS, you had a concert special. The DVD is going to be coming out.
Yeah, June 19th comes
It is
out.
June now, isn't it? I was thinking next month. Nope, that'll be this month.
No, it's coming soon, dear.
Yes, I know. And I don't know if you know this here, but us at Magic, we really kind of like our Christmas music.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just a little bit. We go Christmas half the year. And you have another Christmas album coming out.
Yeah, I'm just almost finished with it. It's such a trip to finally make a Christmas album after all these years. And
Is it really the first one? I should know that.
Yeah, because years ago they would come to me every year and go, "You got to make a Christmas album." And I go, "That's when you're old." So I'm making a Christmas album.
Oh gosh.
No, but it's been really fun, and I'm doing it. The way we're doing it is so old school in that I've cut everything in Nashville, mainly because the engineer that I love to work with, a guy named Justin Niebank, who does all Keith stuff and Rascal Flatts and all this other stuff, he's my favorite guy to work with. And it was his idea, actually, to record the Christmas album live. And when I say we recorded it live, it's like Sinatra used to do, where he would stand in a vocal booth, and the rhythm section would be here, and the strings and the horns, and everything would be, and I would sing live with everybody. Everybody's playing at once. There's no computer overdubbing.
You
or
see
anything.
pictures of that old stuff, how they're behind the glass wall and they've got everyone going all at once. You did the entire album like that.
Yeah.
That's really
So we would
cool.
just do, 2 or 3 takes of each song, and we just picked the best one, and like
fun.
really old school. But it's so thrilling. There's certainly nothing with clothes on that's as exciting as singing with a
See,
full
I'm trying
symphony.
not to go there, and yet you just keep leading me right down that road. So when are we going to get to share all this lovely, all-together, clothes-on Christmas music?
Probably around Christmas time, I'm guessing.
Well, here's my thought, because I know you're doing a fall tour.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to be coming close by again with like a Tampa date. Hopefully we
Yeah,
can swing
I
an
think in
Orlando
November.
date in there too. Can we get you to come back and maybe record some of that us for here in their room with our friends?
You mean
so we'll be ready
little,
for Christmas?
a little Christmas acoustic jam?
A little live Christmas acoustic
Yeah, we can
jam.
probably do that. Sure.
I like it. Would you guys like that? Have you got another one for us?
Yeah,
Pretty please?
I'll do whatever, but I thought we would do another one of the hits from days gone by. So this is fun to sing. This is my first single ever. Welcome to the big time. You're bound to be a star. And even if you don't go all the way, know that you'll go far. This race is for rats. It can turn you upside down. There ain't no one you can count on in this sleazy little town. Oh no. Lots of promises in the dark, but don't you open your heart, 'cause it don't mean nothing, the words that they say. It don't mean nothing, these games that people play. Oh, it don't mean nothing, no victim, no crime. It don't mean nothing till you shine it on the dotted line. The director smiles as you walk in the door. Says, I love your work, babe, but you're just not what we're looking for. It's never what, but who it is, you know. It's so easy to get stuck in all that California snow. Take a good look around and you'll find people trying to mess with your mind. But it don't mean nothing, the words that they say. It don't mean nothing, these games that people play. It don't mean nothing, no victim, no crime. Don't mean nothing till you shine it on the dotted line. Hollywood can be so lonely, make you the winner of a losing fight. Oh, but the party is never over. The stars are always shining, doesn't matter if it's day or night. The producer says, well, let me change a line or two, and a little bit of something can look awfully good to you. And you wanna scream, but you gotta keep it all inside. 'Cause when you're trying to make a living, there ain't no such thing as pride. Oh no. Lots of promises in the dark. Don't you open your heart. It's too high this early in the day. So don't mean nothing, the words that they say. It don't mean nothing, these games that people play. Oh, it don't mean nothing, no victim, no crime. Don't mean nothing till you sign it on the dotted line. Yeah, till you sign it, sign it, sign it.
Now we're going to hang out here in the room, just us, for a little while. But for those listening throughout the world on iHeartRadio and on the terrestrial through Magic 107.7, make sure you check out the website later. You can see all this video. And you've got to do yourself a favor. If you're in the least bit intrigued, go to richardmarx.com. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised what you've been doing and what you've been up to. And we can't thank you enough for spending your morning here with us.
Fun for me too, guys. Thank you.
Got more coming up on Magic 107.7. Now we can get unedited. Wasn't that amazing, you guys? So good. Making it sound easy. We're going to give Richard a couple of minutes to just kind of get settled, if you like, grab some tea or whatnot, and then we're going to do some photos, and he'll be happy to sign your laminates or whatever you guys brought in. And I think